This is gaming with Morons Gaming.
Fuck,
Why
you
can I
always
never get the
fuck
name
this
right?
up.
I was one of the co-makers of the channel.
It's because
and...
in our hearts we want it to be Gaming with Morons,
Yeah,
but
because
it just
it's
can't be.
Never gonna happen. Yeah. Never gonna happen.
Oh shit!
Welcome to the past cast.
There we go.
Number
All right.
3.
Number three.
Yeah.
It's just today. It's Mike, yours truly,
Jason.
Charlie.
bam. And today we're gonna be talking mostly about not necessarily comic books, but like more like.
Well, I mean, we can throw comic books into the mix.
Dude, I don't think we should because like
It would be
I
so
can
big.
I was gonna say
We forgot
I will
timer
talk.
again.
I will talk. I can see it on this.
Oh, okay.
I can talk comics for like 4 whole days. So we're doing. So it's not that because my friend's already complaining about the length of these, but fuck him. Hear that, Andrew? But more or less how like DC and Marvel kind of work into like other mediums like animation and film and music. There's no more DC music. I'm just trying to think of more mediums. Anyway, so what, Jason? Since this is your idea, blame him, Andrew, for the length of this.
I mean, it was my idea. You don't have to make it super long. You're gonna make it.
I'm gonna, because
me
I
and you
can't
are gonna
shut
make
up.
It. I know.
But
I mean, do we want to start like DC animation, like on Cartoon Network?
Yeah, let's do that. But you were talking about Young Justice before we started.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about it, so that would be your thing. But let's talk Teen Titans first because Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fine.
So long ago, when Cartoon Network actually was still good, there was this show called Teen Titans, and it was the best show ever.
That was the best show.
It was really good. Like it mixed action and like comedy and like all those other things. I think really well, and the voice acting.
It took me a really long time to realize that Slade is actually Deathstroke. Because I didn't know that Deathstroke's real name was Slade.
Yeah, Slade
until
Wilson.
later on.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I was just like,
Once I was older and like I got into comics more, I was like, oh shit, it's Deathstroke.
Yeah,
I was like,
realize that.
oh.
And it has the mask and everything. I was just
Yeah,
like,
I never knew that.
I'm just dumb. He's also voiced by Ron Perlman.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Oh,
was like, that's
snap.
really cool. Yeah. Because I remember watching it again when I was older, and I was like, that's Deathstroke. Haha, I learned things. And then I was like, oh shit, is that Ron Perlman? And I like Googled it. I was like, oh shit, it is. And so I was like, oh, that's awesome. I really like Ron Perlman. I think he's a good actor. Anyway, and then going back to the long ago thing, and then it ended. Was it canceled or like? Or did
I feel like it was forced to end.
Yeah, I was gonna say it felt more like a forced
movie.
ending. Yeah,
It did the movie, and I feel like that was like a forced ending.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it didn't feel.
So I guess
like-
kind of canceled.
Yeah, it felt canceled because they did like what was it, Trouble in Tokyo was the
Yeah,
movie.
so it was like in China. It was Tokyo.
Tokyo's Japan.
No, I'm sorry.
Fucking round eye asshole.
Ouch.
No, but yeah, it felt so like abrupt and like it didn't really feel like kind of a genuine ending where everything kind of has that like ease out and you're like,
Yeah.
and you have that moment to breathe. But then there was hope because they're like, oh, Teen Titans is coming back out, and everybody was like, oh fuck yeah, and then they showed what it looked like, and everybody fucking died
Looks
inside.
like chibis.
Yeah.
When I saw the chibi Robin, I was like,
Exactly. It's like, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah, no, I hated that. And then Nick, who has yet to show himself in these things, and we keep talking about him, and it's gonna be a big deal when he comes in, because I keep telling him he's got to play with us, but he's always like he's always got school and shit. Like right now he's taking a midterm. I'm like,
That's fun.
I don't have to deal with that shit. Woo! Art school. Anyway, but he was like, it's not that bad, blah blah blah. So I'm like, I'll give it a shot. And I sat down and I was watching, and I'm like, this is the worst thing that's ever hit my eyes and ears.
Like 2 episodes, but because it has like episodes in one episode, kind of thing going on, and I watched it. Like 2 of those little things, and I was like, "Fuck this show!" I'm done.
I couldn't even bring myself to witness it.
Dude,
I had to once.
It's more sitcom-y, but like cartoon. Then what? Like there's like
hero action.
Yeah, there's no action. It's just like it could be a successful show if it wasn't Teen Titans. Like if it was just superheroes like fucking around, I think that could be a successful show. But because you slapped like that Teen Titans thing on it, people have an idea of what Teen Titans is, and like they have all the actual voice actors from the original show doing it, except it's fucking lame.
Yeah.
You know, like it's awful, and it makes me want to die.
Yeah, I would rather have the old Teen Titans back.
Yeah, very much so. Like I'd watch it now, you know.
But even before that, because you were talking about Young Justice, and that's more my thing.
Yeah.
Right now. Before the Teen Titans Go chibi thing, there was Young Justice, and Young Justice was this. It was kind of like Teen Titans, except it was like if the Justice League was younger people. So it had like Nightwing was in charge of it.
Oh, okay.
And then it had not the second Robin, not Jason Todd, but the third Robin. I always forget his.
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake, thank you.
Bam.
Tim Drake was Robin. It had like Artemis, Green Arrow's niece. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And had like Aqualad, and it had Beast Boy at one point. And
Oh,
it
really?
had Kid Flash, which was Wally West, because Barry Allen was still alive. Because I think it was before the Crisis that Barry Allen dies. And spoiler, but not really. And that was one of the things I had from, because Wally West becomes the Flash in the future after Barry Allen, but they kill off Wally West, and then
oh, okay. Take the chair.
Oh,
all right.
Welcoming Zach.
Yeah,
back
welcoming
to
Zach again. Woo! Okay.
yeah, but they killed off Wally West, which was bothering me. But it was a really good show. Besides, that's like my one little nitpick that they didn't go by that. But
Hey, Zach.
they ended up like. I forgot who was like underneath Kid Flash, but he was like from the future, like he was the future Kid Flash or something like that, and he goes back and then he becomes Kid Flash. It was really confusing, but it was really good. There was like a fight between Young Justice and the actual like Justice League at one point, because like the Justice League members were like mind controlled by something, I forgot what, and they ended up fighting each other, which was really fucking cool. And even before all three shows, actually, there was Justice League Unlimited.
I remember that.
Which I loved also. Because I thought it was really good, because it really brought out it gave justice to like the other heroes of the Justice League, not like the main like 9. Yeah.
Okay, so let's fill in Zach what's going on. We're talking about Marvel and DC, but like not the comics, but like how they've done with like film and like TV and whatnot. And we were talking about how much like Teen Titans Go sucks, like how much it blows monkey dick.
I love that show.
Really?
Just because of how stupid it is. It's the silliest show I've ever watched, and it's fantastic.
I hate you.
Compared to the actual, like, Teen Titans and everything, and that whole aspect, it's retarded.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful.
Like, that's what we're doing.
Okay,
yeah,
but how
you're
silly
doing
I
it
love
standing alone. I got you.
Standing alone, it's hilarious.
There was one thing that I will admit I thought was funny, was they kept, like, trying to get Beast Boy, like, Beast Boy, come on. And it's just that Beast Boy just painted a bunch of animals green so they think they were Beast Boy. I'm like, okay, that's funny. But, like, besides that, I'm like, fuck this show. But
you know why he's green, right?
What,
He's a vegetarian.
Do you know why I can take this cape and put it on your wiener?
I'm not even joking. One of the episodes, he turned all of them into vegetarians.
And
they all just fucking turned green.
They all turned green. Of course. All right. Let's go. Let's talk about
TV wise, not animation, just TV. Because we can go into Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the other spy show that I forgot the name of, which I'm probably going to get roasted for if people actually watched this.
It's like Agent something.
Yeah,
like...
Agent Carter. Agent Carter. It's about the lady who was in Captain America.
I didn't watch either of this.
I didn't watch either. I watched the first season of Marvel Agents of Marvel and I didn't like it.
There's like Arrow, there's Flash, there's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't care about any of those.
I only watch Arrow because it's on Netflix, and I was like,
I started watching that. I got like 5 episodes in and I was done.
Yeah,
they took away his charm, his charisma. It kind of ruins his character.
They ruined because I guess it's like, oh, he's Batman, which is actually kind of pissed me off in the show because they're putting in Batman villains. They put in Raish. They brought in, but they have some of his other villains, but they're putting in Batman villains.
Yeah, let me tell you why that's bullshit. That's where that ends.
But yeah, like that was the thing I didn't like that like I don't like about the show because overall I'm like, it's not bad, but like it's very much just Batman if Batman had a fucking bow and arrow because like he does that shit where like he'll like shoot an arrow like by the face like and like it's in multiple episodes where like that's how he disappears like shoots him by the face they go ugh and they're like look and he's gone they're like ugh but like I want one of them just be like just move his head and goes but like he never broke eye contact be like I see you bitch walk away.
The show must be popular though enough because Mark Hamill
people
is
are always
actually going to be playing it. He's going to be playing the Trickster.
Oh really?
Which is
I love Mark Hamill.
Oh wait, no. Was it Flash or Arrow? Fuck.
They're the same show. It's okay.
I mean, no.
Flash. That show sucks.
I enjoy Flash actually. I love Flash.
I hate that show.
Most because Flash is one of my favorite heroes.
You know, he's actually one of my least favorite.
Really, I love the show.
I actually
like
little.
Flash,
He's cool, but like when they tried to make the show out of it, it just seemed a little pointless. To me, there's not enough there to make a show out of just him.
The thing that like, I don't really blame the shows. I don't like really anything CW puts out because most of the time it's shit. Because like Erin, my sister, was very into like the Vampire Diaries and all that stuff, and the acting so shit and like. And
very
like,
cheesy, corny.
It's exactly. It's so cheesy and like.
Well, I mean,
and like everyone, if just getting on a quick Vampire Diaries rant, like everybody's like, "Oh, this is my uncle. This is my dad." I'm like, "There's probably 5 years between you and your uncle." I'm like, "That's horseshit. They're both 30. Fuck you." Like I was like, "Fuck that, man." I was like, "What? And why is everybody pretty? Because fucking CW and everything fucking sucks." So like that's partly why I don't like really anything they put out.
Arrow is probably my only exception to that.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say like with Arrow, like that was kind of how I went in. I'm like, CW makes bad TV shows.
You start the episode already hating the show.
Yeah, exactly. That like.
Then you just start nitpicking on every little thing.
Yeah, I'm like, that's fucking dumb. Like
they did the awesome thing of this doesn't have anything to do with superheroes, but they brought back Whose Line Is It Anyway? And then they make Aisha Tyler the host.
Yeah.
Like, why? You were like so close. Why?
Yeah, so close. It was right in grasp because that I love the old Who's Line Is It.
Well,
that was like my favorite.
I don't think Regis wanted to do it anymore because they had
You mean Drew Carey?
Fuck yeah,
Regis.
Drew Carey.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine Regis doing that?
Fuck no, Drew, because I don't think Drew Carey wanted to do it again because he did a thing in.
No, he's on Prices Right now. That's why.
Well, no, he did a thing in like somewhere in Vegas. He did a Whose Line Was It Anyway kind of like show.
Did you guys know he was a jarhead?
Oh really?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know that.
I don't even know what that is.
Marine, ex-Marine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that. You would not expect it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Just by the way he is, you would not expect it at all.
Toby got glasses.
Your Toby got glasses. Just.
But anyway,
Continue.
I don't know. I like Arrow a lot, even though because the only thing they took out of it was the witty, fucking Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get Oliver Queen, everybody. they took out the witty Oliver Queen, and that's about it. But they're sticking to the comics as much as they possibly can.
Which I do admire.
Yeah, because I mean they kind of made Speedy, which is Green Arrow's sidekick, but his name is Arsenal. But I think that's gonna switch because Thea, which is Oliver's sister in the show, he is nicknamed Speedy. So I feel like she's gonna come in to be the actual Speedy. And then there's Black Canary in there also. Deathstroke was in there for a little bit, which the guy who played him did a really good job.
Yeah, I did like that.
There was Raish that's in there now, and I'm not really happy about it because
it's a fucking blatant Batman villain. Like, come on.
I mean, Raish is no. I was gonna make a point that maybe Raish is like the whole entire like one of the major bad guys of DC universe. No, it's just Batman. But that's the other thing because at the end of the season, they because Raish ends up killing in asterisks Oliver Queen, shoved him down a mountain. He ends up living anyway. He ends up going to see Raish again. Ends up getting captured again by Raish, and Raish is like, "I want you to be the leader of the League of Assassins." And I'm like, "This is Batman."
It's Batman.
Yeah, so that was one of my only peeves. And then I like the Flash a lot. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm not gonna hate
it's your
you
own
for it.
shitty opinion. I mean, opinion. That's okay. I've never even watched it. So.
But because they're sticking to the Flash's villains, even though they're not the greatest villains.
Like That's the thing. There's so many characters like Green Arrow, Flash. I didn't even know they had villains. You know.
Yeah,
Like
because
Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn. You know, blah,
Batman's
blah,
got
blah.
like the best villain.
yeah.
without
Well, I
a
mean,
doubt,
when you
like,
compare
That's some of
like
the worst ones, like that giant penny guy.
he shows up once,
Calendar
Quilt,
Man.
Quilt Man.
Yeah, it's just like, who the fuck was?
You gotta
Why?
have your amazing ones, and then you have
then
your
you get
really
the bad,
shit
yeah.
ones.
You have to have the really shitty ones that he just fights at a constant like not even at a constant, just randomly. They'll just show up and be like, "What are you even doing?"
I am Quilt Man. Like,
Go
it's like-
home.
and Batman's like, and like, what are you gonna do?
But
I have the power of quilts and knitting. And Batman's like,
in like
It's like, can I have
comparison,
a
I'm going
hat?
to
Get out.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I'm going to fuck. He's just like, and then so he's like, oh, okay. So he's like, I know how. He goes to Alfred. He's like, I know how to defeat him, and he just closes Michael's craft store. And then Quilt Man's like, fuck, and that was it. That was the end of Quilt Man. Fuck.
But,
continue.
I mean, like in comparison with villains, especially with Marvel and DC, Batman is to Spider-Man in that sense, because like I didn't know who the fuck the Mandrake was in Iron Man 3. Like I don't know who the fuck he was and everything, and I didn't. I really didn't.
Well, the Mandarin's different in Iron Man 3, the movie, than in the comic
comics,
book.
right?
Because like the Mandarin's got like power rings and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like actually like Asian and not like
Okay.
a white dude.
Yeah, I kind of.
Not like just
But-
a white dude.
That's the.
Well, we'll talk. Do you know what? Let's just segue into the films. Now,
Okay.
here's my question: who do you think makes better films, Marvel or DC?
I have a little insight about this because I think Marvel does group films really well. I don't think they do solo films well, as they used to.
Okay.
And then I see DC, even though DC hasn't put out a group film yet. They are.
Yeah.
I feel like DC does solo films a lot better, even though they've been rebooting it after.
Yeah.
and after.
I am dreading the Batman Superman because like I keep hearing things like, oh, they're gonna introduce like Wonder Woman and Aquaman in this movie, and I'm like, so they're gonna introduce Batman, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman in this movie. I'm like, and they said it's not gonna be a 2-part movie or anything like
They
that.
said they're gonna show Aquaman in it.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
I
How
If
are
thought-
you going to fit that into
but,
one
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm
and
like,
actually have it
this
have
is
some
going
sort
to
of
be the
significance?
most rushed fucking film.
They're trying
Right.
to catch up to
'Cause-
Marvel. Which
yeah,
is
because
a bad
Marvel's
idea.
like, look at this mountain of
Yeah.
money, DC. Avenger money. And then they're just like, that does look nice. But like, there's a way to do it because I think Marvel did it very well, where they did like they did Iron Man, and then like they hinted at Avengers, and then everything
Oh yeah, they did
afterwards.
perfectly.
You know, they did that end of the thing, and everybody's like, "Ooh, the end of movies, rubbing nipples and whatnot." And then when the Avengers came out, people were like, "Fuck yeah, this is great." But like, I feel like because DC's like doing it flipped, where they're gonna do Justice League and then do individual movies after that, and I'm
That
like,
doesn't make sense.
yeah, exactly.
Unless
I'm
they
like,
make him
They've
kind of
got to
like
group
prequels,
up to fight the big.
then
dude, you know?
Well, I
unless
mean,
they like somehow just make him like little prequels to Justice League, then I don't see how they're gonna necessarily.
well, that's how they did it in the New 52, actually, because I read some of the Justice League comics, which was pretty much they threw you immediately into the Justice League,
Well-
kind of, because it's like Green Lantern, and he's hunting down these like green bombs that were going off in his city because it was like his jurisdiction is Earth and everything. Which actually Green Lantern's getting a reboot also. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping not a CGI suit anymore.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna bring up. What did you guys think of Green Lantern?
You like it. I know
I
you
was
like
gonna say
it.
everybody's like that movie shit. I'm like, I like it, but like I know it's not. I know it's not great. It's very rushed because like, and my sister's like she stopped watching it. Like, you know the scene where he's fucking flying in the plane and doing all that shit. And like, but like, she left before that part. She goes, this is boring. I'm like, Erin, I was like, this movie's notorious for being way too fast. How are you bored? And she's like, I'm over it. And she left. But like, okay.
Oh yeah. It's
Just
good.
with that, yeah, the CG was a little too much. Like cons, was like CG was too much. Because oh my god, so much. Like unnecessary. Like
Sorry,
the
amounts of
mask,
CGI,
really?
yeah.
Did that
Yeah.
have to be like?
You could have actually put a mask.
Yeah, you
on.
could have just put him in a fucking latex suit. Is that what they do?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Wait,
Everyone
fucking
else-
Go to
you know
Party
his-
City.
His
Get a green
whole
little
wait,
mask.
have you never seen it?
No.
His whole
The
entire
whole
suit
thing
was
is
CGI.
CG'd. is just like thrown on.
I'm almost
No way,
positive
like-
they CG'd his face too.
It
really bothers me.
They
What is-
CG Ryan Reynolds, like he's got the motion track. He's like, "Why are we CGing my own face?" Like, just trust us. It's gonna make us
Trust
millions
us,
of money.
Go
And
take
then
out all the wrinkles.
But like,
Just go to Party City,
'Cause,
get
like,
a little green mask for him. It'll be fine.
they've done complete CG well, like in Iron Man 3, where he's throwing all the like the parts onto him. That whole thing, there's nothing on him is actually there.
I have
Obviously,
my problem with Iron Man 3.
Right.
And
Well, I don't
we'll
wanna-
talk about that.
Okay.
I don't want to hear you shit.
Because like, but getting back, but like and like the ending of Green Lantern was kind of stupid because like out of all the things he could make with the fucking ring, he just punches it in the face and that's it. So like I'm just like, oh god, that's so no what?
Look, you have the infinite power of your imagination, and you punch
And you
it.
what you did to the guys in the bar in the beginning of the film. I don't know. It's definitely not.
Add
not
some
a good-
spikes to the fist or something. God.
Add some green brass knuckles. I don't fucking know.
I feel like Hal Jordan isn't much of like a creative guy though, because legit, and one of the animations was based off the Justice League New 52 comics. It was because the very first comic is Darkseid's coming to fucking take over Earth.
Didn't we
and-
talk about not talking about comic books?
I
too much?
well no, I'm going to the animation.
Because I was gonna say, because
I
I'll don't get me started, because I'll just keep going,
Alright.
and we can't shut me up.
But in the animation, Darkseid's kind of sitting there, and Hal Jordan in his quirky little way is like, "I got this," and he makes a fist, punches him, and it kind of like breaks, and then Darkseid kind of punches him in the face. But I don't think out of like. I mean, I like Hal Jordan, and there's a rumor going around, because with the reboot with the Green Lantern, they're still doing Hal Jordan. However, it's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. It's the guy who played Captain Kirk is rumored to play
Oh,
Hal
really?
Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I could get behind that. But let's see, but because like I just don't like that DC won't make like kind of like a quirky movie like how Marvel has like Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's more of.
I still need to see that. I want to see
You
it
still
so
haven't
bad.
I haven't seen it either.
See, okay, so like one of the things that like I do, because I guess I'm just like pessimistic or whatever, I go into like certain things, movies, TV shows, hating it, and I'm like, if this can make me like it, it's a good film or TV show. Because like there's the show Raising Hope. I don't know if you know it, but like my parents were watching it, and I'm like,
Sounds gay.
this is I was gonna say this is gonna be a stupid fucking show, and then like I'm watching it, I'm like, it's actually pretty funny. So like I'm like, okay, so if it's able to like break me of this like grumpy like like I have with things, I'm like, it's good, because like I went in to Guardians of the Galaxy going, it's gonna be a fucking train wreck. Let me get comfy, because I'm like Rocket Raccoon and talking animals. Fuck, this movie's gonna be dumb as shit. And I'm like, and then Rocket Raccoon was my favorite. And I'm like, damn it, he's so fluffy and fun.
Fuck.
But like, I don't
I'm
know,
so
I
bad
do-
with actors' names.
Was it Bradley Cooper or whatever?
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Cooper.
Best actor. 2015. Bradley
really,
Cooper.
really brought like a good voice acting.
Yeah,
around it, too.
definitely. Yeah, I
And
actually-
even Vin Diesel too with Groot. Like even though he had that one line,
Yeah. Well-
and he did it like 500 fucking times.
Yeah. The thing that I thought was funny, because like when at the end, Charlie, plug ears because I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
When he does like the "We Are Groot" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I knew about that actually.
okay,
It's just all over the
Okay,
place.
but
Yeah.
when he says "we are," I turn to Nick and that because it's Vin Diesel. I go Superman because of the Iron Giant, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up!" And the people behind, like in front of us, were like, "What the hell? Like, why are they fighting?" But yeah,
That's great. I like that a lot.
because the whole time I was just like, "He's just the Iron Giant." But
See, that's my also one of the things where I favor Marvel in like group movies, because they did Guardians of the Galaxy really well.
Yeah.
They did Avengers really well.
Yeah.
But then, sorry again, because Iron Man 3, Incredibles. It's legit just the fucking Incredibles.
actually, go ahead. Like
Talking about superhero movies though, The Incredibles is the best one ever.
I love that movie so much. If I had to pick one, that would definitely
Get
be
your
that.
Pixar asses out of here. We're talking Marvel and DC.
I don't care. They did it better than DC.
They- I will agree. No, I actually do like Incredibles. It's been a long time. My only problem is, why wait 30 fucking years for a sequel?
They always do that, but I
hate
can't
that
wait.
shit. But anyway,
When is that coming up?
what?
Probably next year.
It better.
24 years from now?
Because they left that. They cut it off. I'm sitting there waiting. I'm just,
Like,
do you think?
what are the
it
mole
will-
people actually coming out of this? Like, when is this happening?
But the way it ends, do you think it's gonna be pretty close to like the end of the first one?
It
Or do
better
you
be.
I'm hoping that it's
They're just gonna
far
forget
enough.
how the first one ends, and they're just like,
No,
shit,
no, no.
where did we leave off?
I'm hoping it's far enough in the future so that Jack will be an adult who
See,
knows
that's-
his
I would
powers. Because
rather have
if
that.
he's like an adult and like, that's the coolest power ever. He can just be whatever he wants.
Yeah, he literally just
Friggin'
does whatever.
Freak out, you know?
That poor baby.
Like, he won't just
I
be
was
sitting there
pretty
hiccuping
cool.
his
I wanted
fucking laser
if,
eyes.
huh?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what you said.
I didn't say shit.
I'm gonna listen to this in the fucking review. I'm gonna hear what you said.
Well, they were talking, so hopefully you didn't hear it. But
Anyway, back to Marvel and DC.
yes.
okay. So you didn't like Iron Man?
I didn't because
I liked Iron Man 3.
So did I.
Much better than 2, because like 1, 3, 2 is how I put it.
oh yeah, that's how I
Because
put it too.
1 is the greatest, and like the weird thing is like I like the suit the most in the first one, and that's when like it was actually the suit in the third one was actually pretty fucking cool too. But the way it looked on Robert Downey Jr. Because like in the first one the suit was actually on him like the whole time, like there was nothing CG on it because just because, and I thought it looked the most realistic that way, and then because like Iron Man 2 like it still looked good, but like now you can see which shots are CG and like which aren't, because like they're like, oh, but like we blended them so you can't tell, and you're like, actually I can, because like it's been what like fucking few years, and I'm just like,
I will point out
that-
each
that one-
scene.
yeah.
And it's CG, and which ones it aren't.
The thing that I have like because everybody's got a problem with the second one of the biggest things that I think is just stupid.
Is the video game?
It's over there. Like I have it. Oh my god.
That wasn't the on-rail shooter one was 3.
That was the third. Yeah, I don't. Why?
Can we just stop with the licensed video games in general? Just end them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Oh
stopped
my
being
God.
good long
Not
ago.
licensed. I mean like movie.
Yeah, movie.
Yeah.
Movie
I
tie-ins.
think-
I'm saying because like the Lord of the Rings video
Middle
games
Earth,
for the
Shadow
Xbox
of Mordor.
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh my god.
Well,
that
the-
was
I
fantastic.
think like the last good superhero video game was like Spider-Man 2. I
Yeah.
think
But
I didn't
The
play
thing-
it, but Deadpool was okay.
I actually played it. I actually enjoyed it because it's very dick jokey, and I think it's very funny. But my thing with the video games is bring video games in this because that's what we fucking do here.
Well, we are talking about like superheroes and
Yeah.
everything other than comic books. So
yeah, so yeah,
makes sense.
It's in everything, but
You mentioned comic books, I'm shooting you.
no, but like, I find it odd that only Spider-Man gets video games that aren't movies. Like, it's like Spider-Man's got Web of Shadows, Shattered Dimensions,
Yeah, that's
fucking-
true.
all these other titles that aren't film, but like every other Marvel
and
superhero.
this leads back into my Batman and Spider-Man thing because Batman has video games
Yeah,
also.
and
that
yeah,
aren't
it's like they
movie-based.
picked those because like I'd fucking like
And
Because
that's honestly what made those video games way better.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not restricted by
Yeah,
what
they
happened.
can
in the
actually
film.
just create a story
Yeah.
like, based off of a character that everybody liked.
Yeah.
this is my thing. I think superheroes in general are too powerful for video games. Like Batman, he's a human. He's got his gadgets.
So,
It
yeah.
makes sense. You
Yeah,
you unlock
there's
his gadgets. You
limitations
do
in
this.
what you can do. Like,
But with
bullets
Spider-Man-
suck.
Yeah.
Bullets can't kill you.
Yeah, because like when you
like-
play Arkham and they find you, they're like, there he is! And you're like, fuck, 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 and you're like trying to run away.
Even with Deadpool, it doesn't even make sense because he has the healing factor. So
Yeah.
like, how is that even a video game? Spider-Man is friggin' super strong. He can just web around wherever he wants. There's nothing for you to like. There's no progress. There's no like leveling up.
I'm
with.
gonna end that thought right there because I died all the fucking time playing that game.
Yeah, because they make him weak, but like in reality, he would just destroy everything.
Well, yeah, because like the way they make it video gamey is that like you learn new things. Because like I played Web of Shadows recently because I'm like, this game like graphics are incredible, blah blah blah. And then I put it on like the old 360, and I was like, oh god, it's so bad.
Yeah.
The polygons, the polygons.
Well, one of my
it was
favorite Spider-Man games besides Spider-Man 2 is the one that was on the GameCube that was kind of like comic booky.
Are you talking about? Well, I don't know if it was on the GameCube, but there was one that I had when I
Wait,
had the
Ultimate
Xbox.
Spider-Man?
Ultimate
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Where
That
you
game
got
was
to play as
awesome.
Venom.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my favorite
that
Spider-Man
was
game
cool. Yep.
because it was very
Yeah.
comic booky and it did
Yeah,
Spider-Man right.
I like the look of it. Yeah.
I would just keep climbing. In every Spider-Man game, you always would climb to Empire State Building.
Oh yeah.
Jump
Of
right
course.
off. That's what
Of
you
course.
always
Well,
do.
one of my favorite things is
That's
like
protocol.
I would make sure that like when I played, especially Web of Shadows, because sometimes like he'll save himself from fall damage, and I'll make sure that wouldn't happen, so I can just splat him, and like he takes a significant amount of damage, like and like he'll like actually splat. I'm like,
So you can't do in the last two Spider-Man games.
Like I just make them suicide. I'm just like, I can't take it. And people are like, oh, Spider-Man.
Just bits of Spider-Man go everywhere. just like his web shooter's brain just goes over like a little kid. Like, ah! But anyway, I was gonna the last two Spider-Man games that are based off the last two reboot movies with Andrew Garfield. Really bad.
Yeah.
Like, and you can't do that in there. He'll just like you can jump from a high place and he'll land on his feet.
Yeah, he'll land and roll, and you're like,
this is.
I want to die. And also, that's one of those games where it's like water's not okay, where it's like jumping, shoots right out, and you're like, the fuck?
That was in Spider-Man 2, but I didn't have much of a problem with it.
He can swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm pretty sure it mentions it somewhere in one of the movies that he can swim.
it's like, dude, it's fine.
It's water. Like, calm down.
It's water.
Like his suit can get wet.
It just shrinks.
Fuck. Well, because like
he's just like, somebody help!
in Spider-Man
It's
2,
like floating in the water.
Spider-Man 2, it was really sarcastic when he jumped into water because he like killed him and he's like, Spidey's don't work with water, and like, he'll fly away.
But like,
You see, he can go in.
yeah, like I don't know. I like Spider-Man games. Like, I like Shattered Dimensions because like it was like different types.
Is
of
that the one with
gameplay.
Neil Patrick Harris?
Yes.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's Ultimate Spider-Man. Where you're in the black suit and stuff. Yeah, he was very good in it. But like I liked it because like each one was like a different way of playing. I don't know, like because like Spider-Man Noir was a like stealth and steampunky looking, and yeah, I thought it was cool because like it was a stealth game because like they're like you're weak, you can't take enemies head on, and like you really can't. You think like Batman's bad when he gets shot? No, Spider-Man's so much like you get hit like once and you're like dying. You're like fuck. You're like this game is fucking hard, but like
I really want Arkham Knight.
Dude, so do I. I don't even. I'm just gonna have to like wait for you to finish it and then be like, "Can you come over so we can play?" Because I don't have a fucking PS4. I want it, but yeah, like, did you like Arkham City more or Asylum?
Ooh,
Yeah, Asylum. I'm dragging my.
So I played Asylum. I just tried to play City. I couldn't play it. Like, I don't know. Like, the last part I got up to was this guy's like calling you. And you have to, like, keep going to where he calls from, answer the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is annoying.
Ooh, that's another show I have to talk about. It's Gotham.
Oh. Well, I don't like Gotham?
I like it. It's just that they're not doing stuff right.
The thing is, it's just like, watch, you know, they're like, ooh, Bruce Wayne's a character. And it's like, yeah, and he's fucking unimportant because he's not fucking Batman.
I mean,
his parents are dead and he's just a broody little kid.
And
he's like, my parents are dead. Alfred, it's my fault. Yeah, and then you're like, it kind of is. If you just stayed for the fucking thing, your parents wouldn't be dead.
In the last few episodes, they've been trying to bring him because like he's trying to figure out his parents' murder because like Catwoman's in it also as a young female, and so like she's coming in and she's like, yeah, I saw your parents get murdered.
It's like, bitch.
Yeah.
like, don't fucking.
But and she's like, I kind of saw what he looks like, and then she's like, I didn't see what he looked like. Bye. Shit like that, and then Bruce is
That's how I picture like just climbing out a window like backwards, just like bye.
But like, and then Bruce Wayne's like, maybe my board of people know something. It's just like, I think my board of people are lying to me, and Alfred's like, yeah, they're lying to you definitely. So.
See, like yeah, they're lying to you. Everybody's lying to you. I'm lying to you. Bruce, wake up. And he's like, all a nightmare.
I mean, everyone except like Alfred and Gordon are not lying to Bruce.
See, my thing with that, because like Bruce Wayne doesn't become Batman well until like adulthood.
Yeah.
So like that, like so, there's gonna be no like evolution of like, ooh, we're gonna see him eventually be Batman because we're not.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see it maybe at the end, like when it ends.
Like like last minute, like him just like putting on the cowl, looking into the camera, and it ends. And
yeah.
And you're just like, oh,
fuck you. Yeah.
But like
the entire goddamn show leading up to that.
But like
they thrown the villains in there. They kind of just like throw them in. Like they haven't like. It's like shown them at all because like Penguin's the main villain at there and he's not short and he like because
I saw that
and
like
the guy who's playing Penguin is a very good actor, don't get me wrong, but he's just not like it's the wrong portrayal of him because like they made him this poor kid that's working for this mafia boss at first, but in reality in the comics he was this rich kid who just did like not drugs, but like sold.
Nolan North in Arkham City is awesome as Penguin. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Nolan North freaking
Wait,
awesome,
Nolan
dude.
North was Penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I think he was I think he also did Origins, right?
Oh, I don't know, but
That's one of my favorite scenes from Origins, when like the very first scene when you see Penguin.
it
and,
probably
like,
is him. If
It
he's
probably
in it.
and like
He
Batman.
was Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
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 And he's Nathan Drake and
He is everyone.
He is everyone.
We're
yeah.
all
Troy
Nolan
Baker,
North.
though.
Troy Baker. Just like it's just a room of Nolan North just talking to himself. Actually, he's just sitting by himself in a dark room.
Well,
just
Troy
being
Baker-
like, "What do you think, Charlie?"
Troy Baker's kind of taking over a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's
really
kind of
acting.
Nolan North and Troy Baker.
Now
'Cause
they're
this-
both in Uncharted.
Yeah, they're both in Uncharted. Weren't they both in The Last of Us also? Because he's
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, in Arkham Origins, one of my favorite parts is the Penguin, because like Batman busts down like Penguin door and he like lifts him up, and Penguin's like, "We got him, damn it!" And throws him against the wall, and, like shoves his head into the floor.
I thought of a movie that we need to talk about. The third Batman movie, Dark Knight Rises.
I have not.
Just before, like, just Jason's.
I've only seen one Batman movie,
Which
and it was Batman Beyond with Jim Carrey, and I love that movie. I love that movie because I just love Jim Carrey. I love him.
No, Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey too. Don't
But
get
like
me
the
wrong.
thing is with which is the one with Val Kilmer? Is it Batman Forever?
I think
Cause
I think he's in that one too.
yeah.
Batman Beyond.
Because Batman, because there's Batman, which is Michael Keaton, and then Batman Returns is also Michael Keaton. And then Michael Keaton's like, "Fuck this, I can't turn my head." But like, the problem with Val Kilmer is that he's got this weird like upper lip thing going. Where I'm like, how do people not know Bruce Wayne's Batman? Because he's always like, like this like upper lip. You can see his like two front teeth thing, no matter what face he's making. You're like, stop.
You want
But getting to Dark Knight Rises, because like Dark Knight was an incredible movie, and like people like are trying to in retrospect like shit on it, like it actually wasn't that good, and I was like, no,
It was actually good.
Actually, was good.
actually,
I think Scarecrow's like a
fantastic.
good place to lead off.
oh, from Batman Begins into
Yeah.
Dark Knight, yeah, I think so too.
Do you want to talk about Rises?
Yeah, here's all my problems with fucking Rises.
Because I know
Let's-
me, you, and Nick and David, I think. No, and your sister went to go see Rises.
Oh, you
together.
came with us to go see
Yeah.
Rises? Damn, it was. Do you know what? I totally blocked it out because fuck, that was bad. All right, here are all my problems with this movie. One, it just feels so slapped together because of like what happened with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And because they're like, ooh, we're gonna make a sequel, and then they're like, oh fuck, he's dead. All right, let's try and fucking throw some shit together. Okay. Problem number one. Bane is the snowman from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I remember that was the first thing I thought when I heard him too.
Yeah!
He is. I know he is.
Gotham is yours! Courage. Fucking, yeah, so that was my first problem. Was because the respirator and shit is pretty cool looking.
It is
Not gonna
cool
lie.
looking, yeah.
But
They
like,
did a good job with that.
but like, it's also like they changed who Bane was
Well, it's in the comics, yes.
because he's this huge, incredibly
Luchador.
smart, like luchador, like motherfucker, and he was huge. And,
in Origins. The Origins did
yeah, and fucking in this he's big, but like the guy who tattoos me is bigger. Like it's like he's not fucking like gigantic at all. He's in shape, good for him.
Yeah.
Also, because I thought the leg thing was cool, where like Batman's like, got this bone on bone bullshit, and he's like, new brace
that's right.
thing. Oh, Anne Hathaway was an awful Catwoman, because like I don't think I felt like she pulled off the like the action-esque part of it fine, but like the sexy part, no.
No, yeah.
Because she's like in the beginning, like
Not-
Batman shooting bow and arrows for no fucking reason. Like,
It's the Green Arrow.
like, yeah.
They're switching. slowly.
And then she's like, "Oh, Batman, I didn't see you." Sticks out boobs and butt, but there's nothing there. And then she's like, "I wasn't trying to steal all your shit." And then you're just like, "Oh, no." Yeah, you're just hoping Batman just fucking lays one in her fucking face. And then like later on, like I don't know, it's just everything. And like she's like, my fucking parents telling me never get into a car with strangers. Batman's like, and then
I
like
hate
it's a
his
fucking
voice. I won't watch this movie because I hate Batman's
You don't
like
voice.
Christopher Nolan?
Okay, it gets worse. So besides Anne Hathaway just being kind of gross to me, because I'm just like,
I can see it, yes.
ew.
They could have picked someone so much better for that.
Yeah.
In way of like female like leads in like superhero movies, Natalie Portman for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
From Thor.
I would.
I
would
and V
back
for
that.
Vendetta. That was a DC.
Yeah, that's right.
I would back that
Yeah,
Mainly 'cause I-
very much so. I think she's in.
mainly because I would.
No way, Emma
Oh,
Stone.
no, whatever. You say that about everything, Charlie.
I don't say.
I didn't like her.
Like, what do you think of this game? I think Emma Stone should be being
I think this is
Batman.
the first time
Emma
I've
Stone would
ever
play
said.
a way better Mario.
This is the first time
Like, wait, what?
I've ever said the
Watch it.
words Emma Stone to any of you ever. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
I didn't like her with blonde hair. I only like with the red hair.
Oh, definitely.
Quinn.
Do you
fucking
take
Stacy.
Zombieland over Gwen Stacy, Emma
Oh.
Stone?
Without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah, I would too. Okay. All right. But
Zombieland 2, I fucking want it.
my other problem with fucking, there's so many. But another problem is that like fucking sloppily thrown together like Robin reference with
Yeah.
what, they're like, you should use your real name.
Robin.
Like it's like, could they just have like been like they should have just threw in flashing lights and like sirens, be like, he's Robin at that point.
Like a cannon of paint, just like shit red paint on them. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
cape.
Like it was so stupid, and I'm like, no,
Robin.
like it was just so fucking dumb.
He's like, what the fuck? Batman comes out and he's like, we must fly.
It's like, what the fuck? And then the other thing that I was like, oh, that's a good point, because you know, the whole back breaking thing, because Bane does break Batman's back in the comic books, but he doesn't fix it by falling with like a rope and like be like, because like that whole thing where he's in that prison, it's like, when I was watching that, I'm like, see, that wouldn't just like break your spine, because it didn't paralyze him. It didn't fucking kill him like it should have. Like 2 stories up, falling with just a rope tied around mid like spine. You're fucking dying.
Yeah.
And then it's just some guy like, oh, I can fix that. Steps on it. He's like, oh, look, it's better. Like, what the fuck?
I forgot the animator on YouTube who made fun of The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was making fun of
Oh.
but the scene with like
Fucking
that
God.
prison, and there's the one guy with I like the Liam Neeson part.
Yeah.
That he suddenly shows up, even though it was really random.
Yeah.
But the guy.
Oh, hey, you were in the first.
Yeah. But they did a lot of homages to the first movie in that, because Scarecrow is also in it with
Yeah.
the court.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the animation. There's a part with he's doing the prison part, and Batman's sitting there. He's just like, my back and something like that. And the guy's like, you must fear death. And Batman's like, I don't fear death. He goes, oh, okay. And then like Batman's like, I escaped. And then like he's like, I'm back in Gotham. Like, what?
What? Well, that was the other thing. With like with Talia, I read a thing. It's like, how did a child be able to get out of that?
Yeah.
But fucking Batman couldn't get out of the prison. Like, what horse shit is that? But like the other thing, besides like the back breaking and all that shit, and then like where he's and like the thing with Bane where he's just like, Batman, you're a shithead. When like he's fucking in the prison, it's like, did Bane come all the way back to talk shit, or is Batman hallucinating Bane talking shit at him? Like, what? And then
That Talia was also gross. I didn't like whoever played her.
Yeah.
It wasn't good looking at all.
but like
for,
the weird
Talia.
thing was, one thing that made Nick was with us, because I remember when like Batman and Talia are like together, like there's no chemistry, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
they're like, we should fuck. And then they did, but like all of a sudden she's got like tits, and remember Nick pointed, he's like, when did those get there? Do you remember that?
Right.
But like we're so far, like people listening were like, wow, they are fucking obnoxious at movie theaters. So far it's just like we're fighting, and then
Didn't Nick say
Scream.
something else at Avengers about Scarlett Johansson?
oh yeah, when we were watching that
an entire
that scene
movie
where like she
going
does a
on about it.
flip and she like lands and like the things like explode, and Nick leans in and he goes, if you look closely, there's an entire movie going on behind Scarlett Johansson's ass. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, Nick's funny as hell. But like, so like there's no chemistry. They're banging and shit and blah blah blah. But then like, like as soon as she came out, I'm like, she's a bad guy. Like as soon like. It's just like, I don't know, it was just the way they handled it. It was, again, like flashing lights, like, she's the bad guy! And it's like, I know.
Thank you.
But, and then Batman's just like, hi, I'm back in Gotham. Like, how?
Yeah.
It's like, I walked from the Middle East to here.
Gotham, yeah.
And then...
It only took like 2 days.
There was a lot of swimming.
But,
Found some cool rocks.
I found these rocks, like, Bruce just put on the suit and get the fuck out of my face.
And then, wasn't there the weird shotgun thing when Bane and Batman are fighting also? Because remember, like, he twisted the thing and then, like, a shotgun went off somewhere in between?
No, one of my biggest problems...
Oh, see, that's the joke's on you guys. Somebody dropped the boom mic.
Side note, boom. Shotgun mics are actually shotguns. But the whole thing is, with, like, that whole scene... Besides, like, the fire bat, where it's like, why did Batman took his time to, like... Because, like, you could argue that, yes, he did take his time, because if you play Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, he, instead of just making, like, a big circle with the explosive jet, he's like, I'm gonna make it bad! Like...
He's an artist!
Like, fucking, dude, like...
He's a genius and an artist.
He's fucking nuts! But, and then, so there's that. But also, the whole thing with, so, like, you could argue that, yeah, he did spend all the time like the fire thing. But then, also, there's... Okay, one of my biggest problems is that, you know, when in the interrogation scene in The Dark Knight, not Dark Knight Rises, when he's interrogating the Joker, and he's looking for Rachel, and he's like, where is she? Punched him in the face, and he's like, well, she's either here or over here. And then, you know, that's the fucking thing. And then, no, actually, no, he says, he's like, she's at this address, and then he's at this address, go. And then Batman's like, and then Gordon's like, where are you going? He's like, look at Rachel. And then he's like, yeah, I fucking saw that shit. And then fucking they save Harvey Dent. And he's all like, no! And fireface. Christopher Nolan was like, I really like that scene where he's punching Joker in the face. I'll put this in Dark Knight Rises. Because then they changed Rachel to the device, and they fucking, instead of the Joker, they made it fucking Bane. So he's punching Bane's bitch face, and he's like, where is it? He's punching, and then Bane's like, ah, fuck, you're punching me in the face, dude. and then he's like, now you're gonna die. I'm sorry, now you're gonna die, Batman. And then Catwoman's like, pew, and then he's like, oh fuck, and then he's dead, and that's the movie. And then he takes the bomb, flies like 30 feet from the city, the atomic bomb goes off,
and they're all fine.
Yeah, and Batman's fine. Like, no, he fucking died. Like, there's no way he got away from that shit. What, Aaron? Introducing Aaron.
They went on the thing with Lucius Fox or whatever his name is, and they were saying about the autopilot. So suck if Batman wasn't actually in there.
Aaron, that movie was bad.
It wasn't.
Everything about that movie.
Saying Batman was not in there.
You're bad. Go away. Shoot. You scared.
No, he wasn't. Or else they wouldn't have put that in there. You're stupid.
Well, get busy swimming or get busy dying.
Aaron, also, an atomic bomb that close to the city killed them all.
I know.
If not the explosion, the severe radiation, they also.
So bad.
Now Batman's an actual Batman.
I don't care if he was in the plane or not. He died.
He became his own villain.
Yeah, he's his own villain now. But because you tried to fight me and say that was a good movie when that first came out.
Because I'm in love with Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Yeah.
and anything he does is beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say my
fuck out.
top 3 actors in all 3 Batman movies would be Heath Ledger, Gary Oldman, and guy who played Alfred.
Oh, Michael Caine.
Yes, Michael.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Really good Alfred.
Yeah.
Though if I had to have
What
anyone,
was the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
Yeah, I love that.
Do you even lift, Master Wayne?
I'm really not having a shit right now.
I really fucking can't.
And he's just like, yeah, good one, Alfred. And the Wayne Mansion just end of Batman.
if I had to have like someone come back in the new Batman films, it would be Gary Oldman and Michael Caine.
Yeah, because Michael Caine's wonderful, and Gary Oldman.
He was really good, Gordon. Yeah. Really good, Gordon.
Yeah, he was really good, Gordon. We're talking about
DC and Marvel.
DC and Marvel, like who makes better movies, like
Marvel.
I was gonna say,
we
when we actually got back onto the
brought that to it.
topic, I was gonna say Marvel, without a doubt for me.
Oh, and so I guess to get back on topic, because you asked me the question of Arkham Asylum versus City Asylum. I'm gonna go with Asylum.
I'm going with Asylum. I'm actually not sure. I think I'm gonna go with City because I really like City just because like I don't know there's more.
Did you hear what Robert Downey Jr. did?
Yes, Robert Downey Jr. is an amazing person. Did you guys hear?
Yeah.
This kid needed
A
robotic arm, so Robert Downey Jr.
brought it to him.
Yeah, give him
Really?
one. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm like,
Does it look like the Iron Man
Michael,
arm?
you need to buy
Because if it doesn't,
a
he did it wrong.
t-shirt.
it's over. That thing's over.
Dude,
I've
you're a bad person.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, Robert Downey Jr. was doing this thing with Children's Hospice, like it was this thing, and you could donate for the hospice thing, and you got shit from Robert Downey Jr. And like, if you paid $50,000, you got to like, you and like 9 friends got to go with him, hang out with him, and go see Age of Ultron with him. And I was like, that's fun, cool, but I don't have $50,000. Like I would, but I can't. But
Did anyone buy it? Did anyone?
Oh, I have no idea.
Guess
and also,
who just found
and
$50,000, guys?
no matter how much you donated, it put you in a raffle to get the Iron Man suit from Iron Man 3, like the actual suit. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, seriously, like it's crazy. But Robert Downey Jr. designed a T-shirt where it's him making this really creepy face, and under it says "Kids love me." Like he looks really scary in it. It's very funny.
Christ.
But I was gonna get it, but then like the time ran out. Like, cause I found out about it like the last day, and and it was $100 and like to donate. But that was one of the things you got, and I was like, I really want the fucking shirt. So, but he's gonna be doing it again. He's like, I'm gonna have more shirts up and stuff. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is a really cool guy.
Yeah. From what I hear, he's like a good person.
He used to be a drug
He's
addict. But he's done
everyone's
with
favorite person that was in the Avengers. Everyone loves him.
What do you mean? Like
There was
within the cast or?
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Like within the cast.
Everyone loves him.
Oh yeah. Well, that doesn't surprise me. He's a beautiful man. Okay. Weird side note. So we were talking about what?
All my friends think Downey is hot, and they think you're stupid because you said he's too old.
He is too old.
He's not.
For you.
I would do him.
We can say that. She can't because I'm like, he's older than our father. Like that's
And
bad.
I'm not legal.
yeah. Get the fuck out of there. But like we were talking, me and my friends were like, so like, who's your man crush? Like we were talking, and it was me, my friend.
You know, just guy stuff.
Yeah, me, Brian. No, it was me, Brian, this girl Jenna, and Sonia. So we're talking, and then I was like, ooh, okay. And I'm like, I hate how eager I got to pick on like what guy I would do. But it came to at first because I was gonna go with Robert Downey Jr. But I'm like, no, that's too cliche. I can't. So at first I picked Charlie Hunnam because he's so pretty, and then it turned to Danny Sexbang because I love him so much. Like, his personality is amazing.
Today in English, Mr. Vanny was like, we were reading Othello, and because of no, it has to do with
your school bullshit.
Because of Othello being like crazy, he was like, you won't like me when I'm angry. He's like, do any of you guys know who that is? No one answered.
Did you answer?
Yeah, because
Did you
I'm not
punch
stupid.
Did you like kill everyone in the room?
It's Mr. Fantastic, right?
Everybody started beating the shit out of Charlie.
I know it's the thing.
The beating continued. Like we let him breathe for a second. He's like, God, it's the thing. I'm kidding. We're like, fuck. And then we just have to keep beating him. He's just going through the list.
We need to make that a video.
Yeah, that was funny. Anyway.
I'm also waiting for that another Incredible Hulk movie, which is supposed to be happening.
Oh really?
It's
like
somewhere.
Another one?
There
because like
I'm hoping Mark Ruffalo because I like him a lot more than the other two.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought it was really good because you think in the beginning of the Avengers like he's just kind of being nervous because he's a little fag boy, but like that was rude.
That was rude. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, but like you just think he's like really nervous about like being sorry, I got a text from my sister that's in the room with me.
You don't want me going off on a little
Yeah,
tangent.
no tangents. We tangent enough.
Because it's...
Sine or
has nothing
cosine,
to do
Aaron.
with you.
Right, tangent, sine, cosine. Are those things? Tangent? Yeah? Okay.
Fuck you.
I haven't been in math for like two years or something like
Fucking
3? Yeah,
bullshit.
fuck math. Anyway.
No, 2.
Yeah, it was 2. Yeah, okay.
I think you're older than me.
last semester.
Anyway,
I think
getting back to
you're
things.
age.
Aaron! What did I just say? Tangent. But in
much
reality,
violence.
it's like he's trying not to like freak the fuck out and he's trying to
But
suppress
he's
it.
always angry.
Yeah, exactly. So he's trying.
That's my secret, guys.
But I really like in the Avengers when the guys got the ship, when he's like got the like jet and he's like hovering, he's like, I got him. So he starts shooting, he's like, oh shit. The Hulk's like, he's like, fuck.
He's like, oh, that's what they meant. Be careful.
Oh yeah, and also he ejects it and he grabs him because like being that guy, he's like, oh shit.
One of my favorite things is the just girly things where it's pick me up like I'm weightless and then it's the Hulk smashing.
That's funny.
I will say Hulk had some like the best, even though he didn't talk, he had like the best moments in it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
punching Thor, flinging Loki around.
Did anybody else see the connection between him always beating up Thor and the original Hulk movie that they made?
I don't.
He gets struck by lightning and then throws a rock at the sky.
Oh yeah.
And Thor's the god of fucking lightning.
Oh,
So the
wow.
entire movie, he's just beating up Thor because he hates lightning.
That's right. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
that's a cool like little analogy. I actually did like Ed Norton as Bruce Banner, but I don't know. Apparently,
Yeah,
yeah,
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo's way better.
Yeah, Ruffalo takes it.
He's
But
adorable.
I'd fuck him.
I'd fuck him.
I mean, I'd fuck everyone on the Avengers cast, but that's just
to
me.
be real here.
Oh, let's talk about. Do you know what? Actually, I think we should.
There's like 5 minutes until it's an hour. So do you want to just quick go around and say what our favorite DC movie, favorite Marvel movie is?
Okay. Yeah. You want to start off because that was the first thing.
Okay. I've really only seen like one DC movie, which I've already mentioned, which is the Batman Beyond movie with Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and I love that because friggin' Jim Carrey.
So fucking funny.
Marvel though, I have a very unpopular opinion. It's a movie I haven't even seen all of. But Amazing Spider-Man 2. I know.
Really?
Because I love the way that they make Spider-Man look. Like in the action, he just looks so cool the way he friggin' slings around, the way he does everything.
I actually like a lot of people shit on like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I actually think they're way better than the Tobey Maguire.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not like this fucking bitch where he's always crying. He's like, I'm so cool, and my girlfriend's hot. And
I like the first
like,
one though.
fuck, dude, you're such a
The first one was
no,
okay.
but
The third one was garbage.
okay, yeah, because like he like throws his
He's
hair in
like
his face. He's like,
emo.
and he's like, I'm deep now, and then he does that weird dance thing. And he's
It
like,
makes everyone-
and, like, he's thrusting at the camera.
I
and
love
everybody's like,
that scene
"Ah!"
just because of how retarded it was.
I'm right there with you actually.
I was
so
laughing
dumb.
hysterically that entire scene. I could not
what
take
the
any. I know it was
fuck?
not meant to be taken seriously, but I fucking loved it.
But
I loved it.
But no, I also think just overall with the Amazing Spider-Man is that he's more.
He's such a better
sarcastic.
Spider-Man than
Yeah, he's like Spider-Man is in the comics where he's sarcastic and he says shit and so I actually will say that I don't disagree. I think you.
But like if I was to go with the popular opinion, probably like Avengers. Just freaking good.
DC first. I have to go Dark Knight Rises in way of movies.
Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, sorry, Dark Knight.
I was gonna say
Just talking about it so much.
Fuck
that-
your shit all over that movie
Yeah, I
less
know.
than 5 minutes
I
ago.
know.
It's my secret shame. I actually love it.
No, the regular Dark Knight, because fuck, that movie was great. And with Marvel, I would actually say Guardians of the Galaxy.
I still have to see that. I really want to.
Yeah, you should.
For DC, I'm agreeing with Jason. Dark Knight, completely. That movie was fantastic. Nothing bad to say about that. Sure. Unless you were agreeing with me, Aaron, in which case, by all means.
Never actually watched it.
Get out. Marvel. You might have to come back to me. I don't even know if I can.
Fantastic Four, come on.
Whoa,
Yeah, with the
whoa!
Hulk.
I'm carrying you out of here right now.
Black Johnny Storm. What?
Okay, it might honestly. It's
Iron Man,
well, probably.
like a normal human.
I'm gonna have like the most cliche answer and say Avengers.
That's
Because that movie, I loved
Yeah.
everybody in that movie. Everybody who played all the characters in that movie, I loved. I have no complaints about anybody that they had to play the characters, and I loved all of them.
Erin just got out of school. She's just raising her hand
Um,
at everything.
It just annoys me how people are like, I'm so tired of Stan Lee's like.
Oh yeah,
Cameos.
there was a thing where
No.
it's like there was like
They're
an
hilarious. I
article
love
like
them. And he's gone.
are we sick of Stan Lee's cameos, and it's like one, he made the majority of those characters, And 2, he's on screen for like 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
Is it one of these Amazing Spider-Mans where he's in a library and he's listening to music?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's in the first
That's
one.
the
and he's
best
fighting
one.
just.
I think that's his longest cameo.
Yeah, that is.
Besides Big Hero 6, because Big Hero 6 he had a big.
Can we appreciate how he was Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking good, Hef, and he's like, what?
Let me see. I'm trying to think of
Michael's gonna take an hour.
DC movies because, I don't want to say Batman because like everybody said basically Batman so far.
Well, because
Just say what your
DC
heart.
really doesn't have.
you
know.
want to put I mean, I liked Man of Steel.
I actually did like Man of Steel. It's not my favorite though.
I did
That
see
one,
Man of
yeah.
Steel. I forgot.
I did like Man of Steel.
I liked Man of Steel too. I thought it was good. I thought it was out of all the Superman
liked the
movies,
roller
I
coaster
liked
Man
it.
of Steel.
I think it's the best Superman movie.
Yeah, I think because like I hate because like we went to see it and there were 2 types of people like me, who was like, oh, that was awesome. He was much more kind of how you would picture Superman actually being. And then like David was like, no, I like the old Superman where he's like really awful. And but so I think I'd actually I guess for the sake of not saying Batman, because Batman would actually be my favorite, I'll say Man of Steel because like I don't know, it's a
Which Batman would it be?
Right.
no, it might.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I love Heath Ledger, but I really like origin movies. And my favorite Marvel movie is Men in Black. Just kidding, but that was Marvel because I was like because I was watching it, I'm like because like it came on and it was like Marvel Studios. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was Men in Black. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But no, actually, Iron Man, first one. That's my favorite.
Okay, if we're gonna be talking about that, favorite Marvel character, Frank. The Pug.
Aaron, what's your favorite movies?
Oh no. That's
5 years later.
So Nick texted me and goes, hey, Salt Lick. is that a mean name?
Before we end, well, I mean, Aaron's gonna go, but we have to say that Deadpool movie coming out.
So much
Can't
hype.
Yeah.
So excited.
My only problem is like all the shit they're doing to it so it can be rated PG-13.
Yeah, that does
And
kind
I'm
of
like,
suck.
He's not for kids.
They
Like,
can-
not
the
at all.
game is rated M. It's not rated
They
T.
can still kill people and do drugs and all that stuff, I think. They just can't show blood.
Well, yeah, they're not going to show any blood and gore.
That's
Of all
terrible.
the things
Well, they
that
said-
they can do for PG-13, they can't show.
From
blood.
what I heard is from that test footage, that would be rated R. Like that wouldn't be PG-13 from what we saw.
That
in the
wouldn't
test.
be PG-13?
No, that's what I heard, and I was like, "What the fuck
I-
are they going to do this movie?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But like,
that's
I
gonna mess the
love
whole
that
movie
test
up.
footage where he's like pointing at the piece of paper and it's like that
Yeah.
crew drawing him and cutting his head off. I love it.
Oh, no, that was great.
Yeah,
I think Ryan Reynolds makes a great Deadpool.
yeah, I actually
same.
think he'll do because like
So many
people
people
were
were
like,
saying
"Ugh,
so.
fuck
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds," but I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? He was one of the people who wanted this movie to get made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knew that when they did. Oh, that was actually. I was gonna say my original favorite movie was gonna be X-Men Origins, just to piss everybody off.
That
'Cause it
movie
wasn't-
was so good.
It was so good
Oh
up
my
until
God!
the end.
Yeah, the end was
But talking about Deadpool
Oh,
and
that was horrible.
was
I would pick actually Nolan North to play him if I could pick anyone
Really?
who
Get it,
played him in the
Dave.
video game. He's just so good.
Yeah, but you need like someone who's like buff as fuck, and I
Oh,
think
do you
Nolan
know
North's
what-
too old.
He
know
is
what? I want- this is
old-ish. He's
total
like late
side note.
30s, but
This is like unrelated. Do you know what I'd really want to see made into a movie? Dead Space. I really love Dead Space.
Ooh.
I would actually enjoy that as a movie.
we have to have a video game / movie thing.
Yep, that'll
some
be
other
be
day.
a different day. Aaron, what are your favorite Marvel
Well, I
DC
have
movies?
to say Dark Knight because Heath Ledger was so perfect in that, and the whole hospital
God rest
scene
his
was
soul.
great.
Oh yeah,
Where-
that was a really good.
Moment of silence for Heath
Just-
Ledger, everybody.
But I honestly,
Aaron, moment of silence for Heath Ledger. Bitch. Right.
Okay, we're good.
I honestly love any movie that has Iron Man in it, so it just makes
Yeah.
it
So okay, so
perfect.
that's Iron Man 1, 2, 3, the Hulk, the Avenger movie.
He's just great.
Uh-huh.
Like he's my favorite.
Iron
person
Man
ever.
as a character has probably been one of my favorite superheroes of all time.
Yeah,
Even though he has no real powers,
no, but
and
He was,
without
like,
the
my
suit,
favorite
he's a
fictional
sarcastic bitch.
I love.
I
him.
love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
as a person
Yeah,
We still have to
and
watch
he-
The Judge.
Yeah, we do. But
and as Iron Man.
yeah, I think he's such a perfect fit, and like Stan Lee said when they were casting, that beard thing that's like the
Yeah.
Iron Man beard thing. That was actually just how Robert Downey Jr. was doing his facial hair, which because like I've done it before, and it's not easy. Like I had to like draw it out to be like, okay, got to get these lines perfect, and like I was like, I don't know how the fuck he does it. But, like it's so perfect. But he probably has a guy.
I haven't.
But like,
Robert Downey Jr. Of course he is.
yeah, he's got a guy for it. But
I'm gonna mention comics for like a second, split second. Just because didn't they start basing Robert Downey Jr. Like in the comics, like Tony Stark?
yeah,
They started drawing Robert Jr. as
yeah, they've done that with Sam Jackson as Nick Fury.
Oh yeah,
But like,
right.
because like
I love
the
him.
ultimate Nick Fury is black, but the like normal universe
Is
he's white.
white.
And they actually made it now. I don't know how, but I heard about it. They made both Nick Fury's canon. Like they can be in the same universe, and they're both like I don't know how they did it. But
So there's two of them.
so there's two
that are
There's a
identical.
black guy and a white guy, and
oh,
it's
okay.
awesome.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I actually.
I want to know how they did that.
Yeah,
Like, how
so
they
do
worked
I.
that in there. That'd be cool.
Oh, and nope, we're not talking about comic books. Oop, I started to just. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so all right, and so yeah, all right. So that was everything. So was that it?
I guess that's it.
This is
Jason, you
where-
want to...
God.
wrapping it up, ladies and gentlemen. So stuff that came out this week. Fuck. Octodad episode 6, Terrafall Ascension,
yep.
and Nidhogg as well.
Cool. And what you can expect for the next thing. Finally, now we know what we're doing for our next fucking playthrough, like our long one, is The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Which I've never played, so I'll probably say that again in the first episode of that. But
Just to reiterate, guys, I have never played this.
so when I suck, it's going to be, obviously
Bad.
Morons Gaming, Last of Us.
You know the Terrafall
Mike
Ascension
sucks.
video? You know that Terrafall Ascension video where we wrote in P.S. Mike sucks at the gaming? That.
It's going to be that, but for an entire series.
Yay!
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.